Hey guys, Tyrope here bringing you a 3v3 today. We are on Redball Express. Actually spawning in the north we have Syrisssamson playing as COH2. Straight away going for Firestorm. The Red Kaiser playing as Ostheer, going for Jaeger Armour. And finally Pauliner 96. Also with Ostheer with Storm. From the south we have Magic, Soviet 2 as guard motor, Soviet combined arms, and mechanized support. Playing in your sock drawer, sock. Playing as Soviets, who has defensive, NKVD, and combined arms. And finally, Chaos Lord as USF, immediately locking into Infantry. This was a Patreon backer submitted game. Apparently, this game from the Orange Gonks 3v3 tournament. Not exactly sure when that was held. This repo submitted to me about a week ago as of casting this. So maybe about 2 weeks ago by the time this airs. Some guys trying to hide around the corner. Very close one. But this Sternpire is taking big damage. Some good accuracy from the rifleman there, it looked like. Pulling out in the building at the moment. Greedy's coming in from the side. MG has come down this side to assist his teammate. Do have a few crawlers around here, so maybe they have seen the machine gun. Something I've actually been paying a lot closer attention to these days in my own games is seeing crawlers and knocking them out so they don't provide vision to the enemy. Something I've been focusing on a lot more lately. Okay, conscripts coming in on the flank, but got a couple of squads there to keep them honest. Oh, but a spin around on the machine gun from Pauliner. And that exposes it to a whole bunch of units coming in from the rear. I think, you know, the Grenadiers and the Pyros was enough firepower to handle the conscripts. Machine gun should stay facing the other direction. I don't even mention the ranks. I think one of these is a ranged team of 3 is around rank 200, and the other hasn't played enough to get their placement games, but is in a few of the members are in the top 50 4v14. So yeah. Alright, we've got the battle group coming up. Slightly forwards position. Still probably worthwhile saving that kind of retreat time. It's such a large map. Fortunately, he's in a good position there. Got a mortar coming in as well. Looks like the Allies starting to win on this side. And now getting some work done through the centre. Have to worry about that flank. Potentially. The Grenadiers maybe see these troops coming down. Interesting wire off on that door there. Got a Maxim up for playing. I was trying to sneak around the side of it. Oh, and they do. Meanwhile, Grenadiers coming in from the other side. A lot of pressure here. Just flying every which direction. Trying to see out the Maxim. Does have rifle nades. I think he could have ran forwards there and launched a nade. MG42 is going to set up meanwhile right in front. Smoke out, but only covering the gunner. The 2 crew members still getting blasted. Maxim spins around. Good handling on the Maxim so far for playing. MG42 trying to crawl forwards, but ends up having to retreat from this engagement. And a bunch of US troops maybe going to come in from the side on this mortar as well. So it looks like the Allies very strong in this position, but have lost over here. Seem to have slightly better control through the centre, so should have nice munitions income. Anti-air half-track in the build for Chaos Lord. Not much else to see at the moment. ISG coming in as well as a 222 for the Red Kaiser. Good timing on that for the Red Kaiser. Nice fast 222. And you're just going to need it to fight off this anti-air half-track. We're going to need an anti-tank gun following that up. 222 now from Paulaner. Rushing the sandbags there, interesting. Comes anti-air half-track. Huge amount of wire on that heavy cover. Empires do not have the Panzerschreck upgrading. Looks like he's upgraded a few squads with MP40s instead. Okay, 222 trying to come around the corner. No 18-8s on the conscripts. Oh. Oh, gets it. Mine triggers. Oh, Chaos Lord. There was an opportunity there for an anti-tank grenade, I'm pretty sure. Might still be able to get it. Oh, he gets suppressed from the other side. Oh, that's a heartbreaker for Chaos Lord. I think there was an opportunity there. Like, certainly the anti-air half-track was going to die, but I think with the 18A that would have been a trade at least. So rough action there for Chaos Lord. These conscripts do have anti-tank grenades waiting around the corner. No activation though. Fortunate for Paul now. Okay, we've got a bunker up covering this angle. Looks like going to set up some indirect fire around here and slowly get that working. Getting up the incendiary barrage. This could be nasty for the combat engineers on retreat. They're going to get away alright. Sternpie's pushing in here. We've got a mortar half-track for Chaos Lord now. Coming around the corner with these riflemen, but that's the time for the MP40s to spring their ambush. Guards coming around the corner as well. Conscripts getting around the corner. 10 weapons a little bit exposed. 222's gone into the centre to assist. And very close here. No anti-tank grenades. Yes, mine's coming up through this channel. Okay, taking some hits. At the moment, Paulaner seems to be having trouble, just like one or two squads sneaking around the sides. Just with the two grenadiers isn't enough to shut those flanks down. Maybe he needs to pick up the Jaeger command squad as well. 222 doing some nice work here through the centre. Looks like maybe Paulaner giving up on this channel. Okay. And maybe the Axis is going to play mid and right. Second mortar half-track meanwhile for Chaos Lord. Throwing out some phosphorus. Is that phosphorus or smoke? This is phosphorus. We're just getting in close. This is a situation where incendiary grenades probably better than the high explosive. We're ducking in and out of the building there to avoid the damage. But we're going to have to retreat with those ultimately. Might have been better in this case to just smoke out the building from here and then ran at the riflemen. We had a bit of success. Oh, Pegreen's down the centre to the T-70 it looks like. Try to come down this angle. Maybe look for a Faust coming in from here, but quite a few mines down. Making life very difficult for the Axis in the middle. We're going to need those sweepers, but a retreat there for the Red Kaiser. Paulaner at least has gone for the flamer. Sprinkling of damage from the 222. There's that pack. It's coming back from base at the moment. Fortunately, it did end up going down over here as well. I'll probably just retreat with both of those squads, honestly, so low on health.
Anti-tank gun ready for action.
anti-half-track, double mortar half-tracks getting out. And down the shoe mine over here, but we've got a sweeper from Magic. Still a handful of S-mines in the center as well. Mortar on hand. We're just going to get the Faust off. Sternpie's backing out. And a bit of a VP lead to the allies to start things off with that superior center control. Axis are going to have to do something to turn this around. Tier 3 up for Paul the Nurse. Still a decent chunk of fuel away from a tank though. Quite a fast tech structure completion, but that's pretty good typically in 4v4 since he's only got one Pio and I don't know when that's going to retreat next on these large maps. Okay, Ober's backing out here. Oh, he's using a Opal Blitz for forward reinforce and healing. That's interesting. MP40's getting in close, but there's a lot of M1919s around now. What a half-tracks. 3 of them now. That'll be nasty if they end up connecting. Try to come in for a bit of a flank, but the T70 should be able to prevent that from being effective. And now it could actually be quite dangerous for these Volksgrenadiers on retreat. T70 getting a couple good hits in there. The guards may be able to finish the job. Grenade into the retreat. Decent connection. It ends up retreating. I feel like if he just right-clicked that squad, probably could have wiped it with the guards in firing position mode there, but oh well. Oh, the 222 diving in, hoping to knock out these mortar half-tracks, but unsuccessful. Good anti-tank gun positioning there for Chaos Lord. He's back into the center. Got a second machine gun now for the Red Kaiser, who has locked into Jaeger armor. This is one of the problems with the Panzer Grenadiers. No answer to the T70, but pack is nearby. Again. Phosphorus out the back, but ultimately is not that effective with the forward healing from that Opal Blitz. Machine gun getting flanked though. Looks like the Red Kaiser maybe forgot about this one. It's further away from his usual sphere of control. Retreats into the Phosphorus. Might actually save him, depending on when it wears off. No, the mortar half-tracks finish the job. Alright. Just maybe going for some attack rounds there, hoping to catch the 222 long range. Reinforcing off that. Squad's here, maybe unable to go for the steal, but here comes the captain. Might be about to lose his machine gun. The MP40's maybe trying to save the day. Jumps on it with the grenades. One in, but he's very spaced out with the captain remains. Oh, does manage to maintain the MG42 control. Half-tracks, 3 of them really starting to stack up now. But here comes, oh, it's a hit. Okay, well that's not the strongest against mortar half-tracks. And ultimately this is maybe one of the problems with the Hitzer. Not very mobile. Drove head on there, took 2 shots, has to back out, can't like come off to the side and threaten the decrew. And on these, team game maps where sometimes the game is quite laney, it can be hard to avoid those anti-tank guns. That can be a bit of a problem. He's Could be a decent time for a smoke nade out to cover the team weapon recruits here. Peering this out the back. Oh boy. T-34 coming in from the side, crushing through the air smokes. We've got a pack there. Next once. Polaner has a lot of fuel. Did go tier 3, but didn't build any tank from it, unusually. Never gets decrews. 222 coming back for the guards. Good use of the flares by playing. Just out the back. Oh boy, Sternpies die. It's coming forwards, but you can see only 2 models are actually close to the weapon. The other 2 are right out to the side. And Hitzer goes down. There's actually a second anti-tank a little bit further back there. I think that was a bad call from Syrisssamson going for that Hitzer. It's not a good option in this lane against what he's fighting against. Panzer IV would have been a stronger choice. Especially when you consider Chaos Lord, he's built all these mortar half-tracks. They do cost a decent chunk of fuel. His first tank's going to be delayed, right? So you know that your Panzer IV, even with OKW Panzer IV, it's quite expensive. It's still going to be coming in quite a lot earlier than their tank. So you don't have to worry about counterplaying. You can be quite aggressive with it, at least to some extent. Looking pretty good for the Allies at this stage, though. Seem to be just inching forwards with their control all across the map. Panzer IV coming out for Polaner, but this was about 70 fuel late starting this Panzer IV up. And has definitely lost a lot of control in that meantime. There's this in a nice spot. Quite a few mines down as well in case the Panzer IV tries to get aggressive. Made decent damage, but attack rounds from the T-34s, the mortar getting some great hits as well. Panzer IV coming around the corner. Doesn't do much to the Zist though, decides to back out. Setting up this machine gun in quite an aggressive position, but the guard's already threatening the decruit. Has to get out of there. It looks like Syrisssamson going to give up on this side of the map for the moment, come into the center. Got a Bombear coming out for the Red Kaiser. Pretty good bundle nade there. Oh, 222. What was that doing? What was that doing?
Ready for orders.
What was that doing all the way back there? Do you think he's going to kill the quad? Maybe he's not familiar with the quad versus 2-2 matchup that well. Bit of a shame to lose that. I don't think it was Vet 2 yet, but it must have been close. Definitely was Vet 1. Use that vision tool. Chusha Barrage, pretty good hit. Oh boy, no dodge with the Grenadiers. They could go down. No, they do survive. Bit of a lucky break, and that's another Katyusha, this time for a sock drawer. Nearly got the decro on the Zis. And Panzer IV making some inroads down this side, but the Ober's dead in the center. So maybe some mortar fire combining with the T-70. Bombear attack grounding through the tree line. Well, the Shriek's actually connecting there. Probably should just retreat the Shrieks now though. Oh, Panzer IV making a move. Quad popping the speed boost. Hoping to get away. Unsuccessful, and now maybe the Panzer IV can roll through. Knock out some of these mortar half-tracks. T-34 in hot pursuit though. Pops splits, trying to get away. Got the AT gun lining up, and there it goes. So overall, probably an okay trade for Paul, but not exceptional. Pretty well handled by the allies. Oh boy, and the AT gun over here decrewed. And they're coming through the trees, flattening it. Takes an AT grenade, but gets a great hit. He one-shots the conscripts. Okay, we've got a Jagdpanzer now for Syrisssamson. Marked vehicle from Magic. Guess that's on the Brumbier. Oh, Grenadier is dead for the Red Kaiser. Oh boy, what's he doing? He lost both squads. Did lose both squads. Oh, those M1919 riflemen. Doing massive damage. And Axis is just so light on infantry now. They don't really have anything to spot or screen with. Too many squad losses. He's starting to catch up with them now. Jackson misses its shot though, has to get away from the Jagdpanzer. Axis do have a nice hold on that left hand side. But will struggle to come through the middle. Quite a few mines have been going down. It's coming in from Magic. Don't quite get the decrew though. Looks like the Katyushas are ready to go. And these Magics is. Nice Ura to dodge that actually. That was smart. Shrek's missing there. And Pigrins look like they're about to die. Red Kaiser's just a bit too careless with his infantry. I feel like it's about 3 or 4 losses we've seen from him for the last maybe 6 minutes. Most of them quite avoidable.
Our enemy has only 200 points. We now have access to ISU 152 tanks. ISU 152 tanks are now available to wreak havoc on enemy fortifications.
Recon plane up for the Red Kaiser there, providing some vision, but that's worn off now. Here comes a Werfer strike from him. Targeting the Zisk. Mortar half-track area. Good amount of damage to the mortar half-tracks, but didn't get a single kill. Yeah, just about ready to come back. Comes the Katyusha, double packs maybe in some trouble here. Dodging forwards, but they do have some conscripts and guards right there. Grenade out. Thinks he might eventually suppress. There it goes. Took a while though. It is working well here. Double packs are still on hand. We'll get some great hits. So it looks like Paulaner combining up with this Brumbier of the Red Kaiser. Doing well on this side. But they are really struggling in the center of the Axis. Down to just 147 VPs now. Looks like Magic's saving up for the ISU 152 just about there. A bit of time fuse action coming in with the Phosphorus. G70 sees the Jagdpanzer there on recon mode. Oh, Rifleman dead over here though, by the way. As this pushes up, good damage onto the Jagdpanzer. Nice play from Magic. Double packs advancing. So they haven't got too many hits so far. If we strike out the back this time, pretty good connection. Again, damage onto the vehicles and model kills as well. Axis troops starting to roll through the center. There are still a few mines hanging around. Quads back there as well. Currently shooting at ground units. Big Katyusha hoping to get the wipe on the double overs. Doesn't quite manage it. 35 coming more into the center now. The double packs from the side. Oof. This could be trouble. Here comes the Katyusha though on them from close range as well. Double packs for Paul. They knock out the quad. They could lose both anti-tank guns now. Oh, this is looking grim. The T-34 comes in to finish them off. Big losses for Paul. They got some good work done. Big losses. Good Katyusha action from the Soviets. Now maybe can hold on to those AT guns as well. They're coming in. T-34. Oh, the ISU's there, and it's on armor piercing as well. Big hit. Jackson takes quite a bit of damage. Here come the P-Greens coming through here. A lot of the mines got triggered over the last couple of minutes, so they can actually push in quite far. ISU switching rounds. And it looks like Bullen are going to be able to jump back on at least one of those anti-tank guns. Hit from the ISU, but a little bit of a weakness here from the Allies. No infantry shut this movement down. Oh, misses the kill shot on the mortar half-track. Werfer out the back, but even with all that vision, it just does a tiny bit of suppression to this squad here. ISU pushing in. Axis, though, regain control of the center. Are they about to turn things around here? They seem to be fighting back quite strongly. Decent Katyusha action, but I don't think it got any wipes. Complain for sock drawer. Maybe the Axis are the ones who need some anti-air now. Not a huge number of other planes to shoot down though, so... Oh, P-Green's dead. He's still just so potent even at this ultra late stage of the match. So the Sternfly's maybe forgotten about up here. Really bad news for Syrisssamson. Ouch. Oh, Chaos Lord loses that. Double M1919s now on the Major. Good phosphorus to clear off the support weapon. Decent word for strike. Oh, pretty good actually. Nearly knocks out the Maxim. Major in here capping. Tries to cap over there, but something died. Katyusha not really hitting too much here. We've got the Panther coming in for a bit of a move. The Su-85. An awkward angle. Double Katyushas in fact, but yeah, they're not hitting much. Here comes the Zis. Panther just out of range.
We have lost the machine gun crew.
Just out of sight as well. Backs him down in the center, but the points are draining from the Axis once again. Panther takes a walloping, but here come the Panzergrenadiers from the side. They also get hammered though, and they decide to retreat. ISU doesn't finish them off, but maybe the conscripts do.
Infantry squad has been killed.
And now they're going for an anti-tank grenade. Ooh. Nearly cost them their life though. Jump on the Zis, but the double overs taking that down fast. Here comes a close range Katyusha, but the scat is no good. Fortunate there for Syrisssamson, the double overs survive. Conscript's going to jump back on the weapon. I think it was getting mortar barraged earlier. A low angle rocket attack this time, but it looks like the log's actually soaking a lot of the damage. Nearly knocked out both of the mortar half-tracks. You have to imagine if those logs hadn't soaked so many rockets, probably would have been a kill on both of them. Stuck a dive bomb somewhere around here. Oh, she's not really dodging away. Oh, at the back here, finds 3 Katyushas. Oh man, and there was a equally large rocket strike out the back, knocked out the Werfer. Off-map strike, rather. Another Hetzer. I don't know about that. Don't think so. Maybe I'll be proven wrong. Certainly needs to get that Hetzer to vet 1 so it gets its reduced target size, so at least it takes a little bit less damage. All the misses. Hit from the Jagdpanzer. Ober's forced away though. Great boom bear. 23 kills on that so far. I'm surprised it's not more. Seems like it's been working well. Shrek on the ground here. Pack destroyed. But Axis doing a much better job of holding on to the victory points. Seems like Chaos Lord's maybe a little bit directionless at this stage of the match. It's gone for an anti-air half-track. Still have a quad. Oh boy! Jagdpanzer gets a little bit too close to the action, takes an engine crit. And gets picked off. Oh, but that's the Elephant rolling through the center here for the Red Kaiser now. Can that get some revenge? Got the Raketen. Looks like that's going to come in, but going to get spotted by the captain and forced away.
We just lost a unit.
Looks like it's going to be able to escape. Sean dead in the center. The Hetzer doing some nice flame work through the logs. So that's what Syrisssamson's strategy was. Good for the VP control, and it does stop the conscripts from sealing the capture. This meanwhile destroyed over here. Katyusha clears off that Vesser mortar. Here come the double Obers though. Allies do complete the capture. The bunker buster doing some work. Here comes the Katyusha into the center. Obers still alive at least. But a few more points about to drain.
We are down to 75 points.
Some flares could do some massive work. Those triple Katyusha losses though, such a huge setback for the Allies. Take a look at army sizes. We've got 50, 50, 80 for the Axis against 80, 70, 97. So still the Allies so far ahead in army size. Still favoured to win because of that. Oof. Elephant just one-shots the mortar half-track. So coming around the corner. Jackson's right there for it though, and so is the ISU. Decrew on the Zis. The push runs out of steam. Conscripts probing for a way in, but we've got that machine gun back there. Just trying to go for the cap in the center again. The US blob getting quite low in health. Oh, and he's got a Shrek on that Grenadier. Nice pulling back from the middle. Oh, but the Grenadiers go down so fast. What was that? A priest from close range. Getting the wipe there. Pack decrewed. Katyusha on the machine gun. We've got a second Panther now for Poland. It looks like maybe pretty well armed to come in for a big old flank. Maybe could do some massive damage now. Oh, the Raketen doesn't stand a chance. Stuka rocket barrage, they're not that strong. Okay, here comes the Panther. of a drive-by. Just the one, though. Looking to catch all this indirect fire out the back. Allies are scrambling to defend. Panther takes a lot of damage on its way through. Doesn't even kill him. What a half-track. Oh, that's disastrous. He missed the kill shot. Absolute heartbreaker. That's kind of why you need 2 Panthers, though, if you're going to do, if you're going to do that. Can last, you know, maybe twice as long. Actually get some work done. I suppose it does double up your potential losses as well. And the Allies, they just had enough, you know, they had quite a few tank destroyers right in that area. And we'll shut that down. Quite a few mines out the back as well, in case the Panthers try anything too sneaky. Looks like the Elephant hasn't been a particularly relevant player to this point. See, he's got 1 kill. Only a little bit of veterancy, though. That was that mortar half-track. Doesn't seem like it's been in the right spot to do damage so far. Tries to come out to this side, but defended by machine gun in the building. Gonna need to dedicate some indirect fire to clear that out. Axis, though, in control of the center. Not draining at this stage. Recon plane up for the Red Kaiser. Maybe he'll get something done with the Elephant. No, they got shot down instantly. Missed that shot as well. Okay, here comes the Panther. Sees a Katyusha in a vulnerable position, but gets distracted by the Su-85, so the Panther ends up backing off. Double Jackson's ISU. Try to go for some attack rounds. Just going for the capture. Okay, incendiary barrage into the center. The Jacksons, though, are looking to make a bit of a play. They clear the arc of the Raketin. Threaten the Axis vehicles. The Su-85 rolling up, but that Raketin at a good angle now. ISU coming in. Here comes the T-34 from the other side. Time on target looks like it got dropped down. T-34, though, hung out to dry, goes in for a ram. Does end up penetrating. Jackson's coming back in now. Got the Raketin there. T-70 leading the charge, providing the vision. ISU rolling up in the rear. There goes the Hetzer. Next up is the Elephant. They got marked vehicle on that. Su-85 connects once. The double Jacksons get to work. There goes the T-70. Panther coming across. There's still quite a lot of health on these Jacksons. Might even be able to take out the Panther here. Looks like maybe the Axis are going to call the GG there. Panther does end up falling.
Our Panzer forces have been reduced by 1.
And I was going for the cap in the center. Managed to neutralize over there as well. Comes a King Tiger for Syrisssamson. Looks like it's a little bit too little too late though. Ogre's chased off the center. Champions going for the capture. 50 points. T takes a bit of damage on approach. Could allow the ISU to switch over rounds. Let's do out the back. Is this one over? Maybe one player didn't leave.
We are close to defeat.
Not entirely sure, but I'll go to the end. Conscripts just jammed the capture over here, but the Allies have also managed to sneak control of the far side. Triple cap running, 16 points left. And the Ober's just getting annihilated by the ISU every time they come down this angle.
People anticipate our victory. The enemy has 10 points remaining.
All sorts of artillery raining down over here. Axis going for the cap on the far side. 1 VP left though. And they'll do. So yeah, pretty even split on the map in the early stages. But yeah, I think Syrisssamson opting to go for that Hetzer and kind of getting nothing at all achieved over on this side really set the Axis back a lot during that phase. After that point, they just got completely pushed off this entire area and never managed to come back down here. I think that Hetzer was a bad call. Axis did make a pretty good comeback towards the center. You know, got the elephant, starting to get some work done. Good VP control with the Brumbeer doing attack grounds and the Hetzer with the flames. But ultimately, the Allies, I think, just had too much of a lead at that stage. Able to swarm in and knock out almost all of the Axis armor with that big dive and seal the match. GG, well played. Well, anyway, guys, wrap on that. If you like your game to be cast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.